This is Brother Ron, and welcome to We All Be News Radio and TV, the news-free Dixie for the 21st century.
But how many Christians really do read the Bible? Like, how many people know about the Constitution? I mean, they call themselves patriots, but they never read the Constitution. People call themselves Christians and never read the Bible for themselves.
And they don't. And there's another thing, too. If you're a Mason and you're deep into Masonry and you read it, there's another meaning, another couple of meanings that come across from it that aren't anywhere near what it sounds like just on its face.
A lot of people who join organizations don't know the reason why it was founded, or its rules and laws.
Well, like that's one of Masonry. They have all of these hocus pocus fables about Masonry. None of that crap's true. The ones that know belong to the Masons, and they aren't telling. But I'll just say this: it's got nothing to do with witchcraft or any of that kind of nonsense. It's just that Masonry involved itself with building. It used stones to build monumental architecture. Masonry is the process of taking an untrained person and developing character in that person and giving him the knowledge to come from learning how to make bricks to designing a temple.
What do you say about, I guess, a Mason or a Scottish Rite, third degree, like Albert Pike, he was a general over Cherokee for the Confederacy, but also he's the founder of the Ku Klux Klan, who spent time in Memphis around the same time as Forrest.
Let's put it this way. It's interesting. A slave owner took some of his slaves to Scotland.
Okay.
And he gave the slaves just go do what you want to do. So they became Masons. So when they got back to the United States, they got a problem. You can't enslave a Mason. So what do? Well, they set up their own thing for the black Masons. But you see, I've had this happen. One time, it'd been 45 years ago, I was riding a motorcycle. I was down deep off in Mississippi. And these nice paved highways you see, they weren't like that then. They were asphalt off of the freeway, off of the interstate. Then they got to be gravel, then they got to be dirt.
Yeah, I remember that.
Well, man, I had a flat tire.
Wow. No cell phone. This 45 years ago.
Yeah, no cell phone. It's back in the 70s.
In Mississippi, deep in Mississippi.
In Mississippi.
After the 60s. Okay.
Man, I'm from California. I'm going, man, this is some shit here. So I just said, let me try something. So I started giving some of the emergency signs for Masonry, right? It might not have been in the 70s. It might have been in the 80s. I'm not quite sure exactly. But anyway, these rednecks pulled up in a pickup truck with Confederate flag all off on that sucker. I said, oh, hell, what if the damn have I done to myself? So they got out. We exchanged some signs and symbols, and some language, and said, okay, hell. And they took a hoist and hoisted my motorcycle in the back of the pickup. I jumped on in. They took me to a gas station. They ordered a new tube for the tire.
Wow.
And brought it in there, put it on and didn't charge me a dime.
So they didn't drag you behind the pickup truck. They allowed you to sit in the cab with them.
I was amazed.
This is Mississippi. See, this is blowing people's minds when they hear this. What the hell?
Well, see.
What about Emmett Till? What about Medgar Evers? What about these cats, man?
But you see, there's a thing. That's what gets me. People are so damn unsophisticated, and their lines of communications and alliances that go all over the place that people aren't aware of.
Right.
That's why American politics looks like it does right now. The Republicans and the Democrats have morphed into agencies that blow smoke screens, so the public doesn't realize that what they're really about is three things: advancing the interests of LGBTQ, high finance, and big energy. And both parties have these little distracting programs that they give for the rest of the rank and file that we fight over. Meanwhile, it's all about LGBTQ, big energy, and high finance. High finance, you can read Goldman Sachs.
Right. I mean, the government is basically Goldman Sachs now for the last almost 20 years. See?
Oh, yeah. You got the two women that Obama got on the Supreme Court. Their law firms the law firms they were with either represented Goldman Sachs in one case, or they consulted with Goldman Sachs. The last person Obama put on the Supreme Court had worked with a law firm that represented Goldman Sachs. Obama and Michelle worked for a law firm that represented Goldman Sachs. Hillary Clinton's daddy worked for Goldman Sachs. Cruz's wife worked for Goldman Sachs. Geithner, the Secretary of the Treasury, talking about letting the fox run the hen house. He was chief consultant for Goldman Sachs and came up with that cockamamie scheme about bundling mortgages. See, it's insidious. The only person that was out there practically was Bernie Sanders that had no Goldman Sachs connections.
But the Democratic Party, they just basically, I don't know if they betrayed him. I guess he was in on it or something. But
yeah, they did. That's some of the stuff that came out, and that stuff that they want to blame the Russians for revealing on Hillary.